Hopefully, the last time, oh my big noggin, that you'll have to see my gut adjusting the camera. Flick, flick, flick. I'm just texting somebody just because they called. Hair. Every time I type just, it always says hair. So, okay, there we go. Okay, good. That's taken care of. And maybe here a little bit earlier today. We're going to start here. Okay, so 10 o'clock. Let me shut this down. I'm wondering, I know a lot of people are off work today, so maybe you're hopping in, joining us on this Monday workout. It's not too bad the workout. And again, we can adjust our weights. Cheryl's catching flies. So we've been moving all weekend. Yeah, so the body's a little bit sheared.
A little?
A little bit.
Oh, it's so sheared.
This is going to make us feel better. Yeah, and again, don't lift too heavy.
No.
Your little weights are still there.
Yeah.
They're not here.
Yeah.
So we adjust. Motion is lotion. That's when you stop.
So is
and you
rest.
Seize up.
Rest is also kind of good.
Yes. It's okay. It's gonna feel good. I'm ready. I'm ready to work on the booty. There's some tip overs in today's class. Not a lot of big legs. We're focusing on small muscle groups. I put the laptop in a different spot right now, so I'm looking through a pillar. Some small muscle groups, some legs, and then we'll shift off into some of the other body parts later on in the week. Fair enough? We're going to start with a row to it's almost a stiff-legged deadlift or a Romanian deadlift, and then the dumbbells come here. So it's going to be 2 moves in one. You're going to tip, pull into your hips, stand tall, and then just forward fold, and that's going to get your booty and your hamstring. So I'll get you to grab your dumbbells. Because it's week 4, it's the last week, and I still haven't corrected the timer. So maybe over the holidays. We'll see. All right, bent over row, stiff-legged deadlift. Lots of time to recover in between. And our 40-second starts. So let's make sure that volume is cranked. All right, so I'm going to start with some. 17.5s. I haven't touched these guys in a little bit. So we forward fold. Oh, that's a good stretch. Pull. And then stand tall. So Christmas Eve today, talking to my client this morning, she's venturing out to Costco. Told her thought that wasn't a good idea, but oh gosh, I don't think there's even a good time to go to Costco because we went last week on a weekday early.
It's never a good time to go
Yeah,
to Costco.
I've never seen Cheryl get aggressive about a parking spot until Costco. Alternating hammer curls. So we did some moving over the weekend. Where are my 15s?
I think they're still over there.
Hey, 15s. So I'm definitely going to take a little bit of time, and these are alternating, so one at a time, just to kind of warm up the elbows a little bit. I can't see you because that 2x4 is right in my line of vision. So I don't think that my filter game is strong today. I think that my filter, we got a lot of like shadows going on here. Well, last time that you'll see us on this, well, not on this, in this venue. Can I call this a venue? Sure. Okay. It's not like a venue, it's a venue. It's like where you see a concert. All I can say is lots of things have changed. When we moved to this house, we were still on Facebook. It was a charged program. It wasn't free. Yeah. Lateral lunges. Those are the ones where we go nice and wide. The toes are out 45 degrees. The dumbbells are just going to sit in the center on this one, and you're just going to push from side to side. So you want to try and get a nice full extension on the leg, right? So straighten out outer, and make sure that the knee goes over the toe.
What's that word?
Straighten out outer. Yeah, there's hyphens. There's hyphens. So when I get tired, I don't get miserable or cranky. I can't speak though. I can't speak. So I feel like my tongue is swollen. And there's just not enough space between my teeth. And yeah, I had my client this morning and I was like, I'm really sorry. But she's patient. That client is patient. She's like, it's okay. Don't worry about it. We know you did a lot this weekend. So again, pushing on the outside of the runners, body up, butt down, and hopefully getting a little bit of stretch just to kind of wake up those legs. Coming back to center and walking it through. So overhead press is next. So lots of time here, right? Bending at the knees, overhead press, 1 foot forward, or you can go shoulder width apart. We're just gonna drive those dumbbells up. My toque is over my eyes. There, right here. So we're just gonna go up and through. If you guys want, you can do a quarter rotation. Oh, there was your elbow. Quarter rotation at the top. Inhale to exhale. So we randomly booked one last chiro appointment before she.
Oh, thank goodness. Tomorrow morning.
Yeah, it was a lot because like we moved beds, we moved couches, we moved freezers.
The owner came over this morning to help us with the fireplaces. And
Yeah, at that.
I
Yeah, the
said,
old
we
owner, yeah.
moved. He's like, said I might help. And I said, oh, the two of us did it. He's like, you what? Like the whole thing? Like, yeah, the whole thing.
Because we can't. Single leg tip over. So you're gonna want to find a wall or a chair. Let's go same foot forward where the dumbbell is. So let me come on over here. Okay, this is not safe. I am not gonna do this. Move the stuff out of the way, Kate Durst. Okay, so the right foot is on the floor. The right hand has the dumbbell. So the left arm and left leg, and then push through the heel and just really contract up into the glute on this one. Make sure that your supportive hand is not too high, because what's gonna happen is your arm's gonna get left behind. Make sure also that your right shoulder is engaged and that your right arm's not getting pulled down to the floor as you tip. So I can definitely feel this in my glute. This means that we did lots of good squats yesterday and the day before. We were hitting those squats. 10 seconds to go, and then we're just gonna do some kickbacks. So if you guys need to sit for the kickbacks, you can obviously take a seat, because that's a forward fold exercise. Make sure you do the left side the same way when we get back there. Okay, 5 pounds. 5 pound kickbacks. I'm gonna tip in the hips. Elbows are gonna come. Oh, I can just feel that already.
Yeah.
Tip in the hips, elbows up, chest straight, and then full extension up and through. So again, just making sure that you're not taking pressure in the neck. Inhale to exhale. You got her. So next time we see you on this platform, the big holiday will be gone, right? Boxing Day. We will be back 10 o'clock. And then I have to go up north on Friday, so I'm thinking maybe an early workout on Friday. And it's okay if you guys can't join us. Well, Cheryl won't even be there because I'm going to get up with you anyway, so I might as well just scoot downstairs. I think Friday I'll do like a 6 o'clock workout and then roll it up. So now we're going to go to the left foot. Okay, so we're going to change that up. So the left hand has the dumbbell. You're going to be okay here? I think so too. Let me fix this. Right, so left foot's on the ground, right foot's going to elevate. Dangerous. It's not dangerous because my arms are long, so I'm way further out than your birdie foot. So again, try to pull that arm back and in. Nice straight leg on the right side. And just make sure that your right hip is not elevating higher than the left. So make sure the hips stay level. We inhale to exhale, tip up and through. Right on. Yeah, so we will do 6 a.m. on Friday. Because we'll do the workout. Cheryl's going to be heading to work anyways on the Friday. Right here, moving into bicep curls. So I think I'll keep these 15s. Yeah, because these are not alternating. So bicep curls, shoulder width apart or stagger step. It's up to you. Chest is up and through. It's so funny because even holding the dumbbell coming off that tip over, I can feel that side's tired.
Oh, yeah.
Compared to the other one, there's just not too much.
There's not much juice left.
No, like we have moved. How many times have we moved cumulatively in the past year?
3?
Because I moved from the family home to be with Trish for a little bit in Timmins, as well as moving to a place that we had here, and then moved out of Trisha's to move 2 places into where we are now. You moved out of the family home.
Yeah.
And then we did this one in about a year.
And we're done.
For now,
Done.
alternating lunges. I'm gonna just put some light weights. If you guys have space, you can do walking lunges, but these ones are just step forward, lunge, push back, okay? You can reverse that too if you're not comfortable with pushing that way. You can go step back, step forward. Whatever's easier for you. I might do a step back, step forward. Right on, yep. So again, if you have a nice long runway, you can just do walking lunges. Inhale to exhale. This is nice though. This workout's okay. You can really upgrade this if you want by going heavier with your dumbbells. Right, if maybe you're just having a tough week, right? Maybe Christmas isn't stereotypical for you. Maybe it's a tough time for you. Everybody thinks that Christmas is just always so pleasant, right? But there's a lot of things that wrap around Christmas that make it a hard time.
Let's be. I don't know why it went off, but it did.
It didn't go yet.
Siri's on. Yeah, it did.
Oh, Siri's talking to us.
She's listening.
Okay, behind the head triceps. Thanks for noticing that. Siri is listening to us. So we can go 1 dumbbell or 2, elbows close, full extension up and down. So again, just showing up when you can. Okay, I think I could have gone heavier than 5, but we're doing 4 rounds of this, so we'll get there when we get there. So yeah, just taking time. The holidays aren't meant to kill anybody, right? It's not a competition of who can throw the biggest schmozzle. The holidays are about taking some time, slowing down, eating some food, right? So don't kill yourself with the holidays by trying to overdo it, because guess what's going to happen? You got to show up to work right after it. Release it down. And it's always crazy, road stiff-legged deadlift, when you get back after holidays, because like for 2 weeks, people are kind of quiet, right? They're kind of quiet. What do I want to do here? Maybe I'll try 20s. So just remember, take time, enjoy, but don't burn yourself out. Up and through. So nice stretch with the row to stiff-legged deadlift. I really miss working the backside chain. We've been doing a lot of like squats to sumos, right? So thought these would be a nice little workout on Monday. Thank you, Anne, for messaging us. She likes the 45 as well, 3 days a week. Yeah. I think too that people really, I don't know if they mind those 15 extra minutes overall. I think that people are finding the time for it. I just want one more row. There we go. Okay, alternating hammer curls. Not using these. Maybe 15th. Okay, we'll do some 15th. So shoulders are back. Stagger step, 1 foot forward or 2, and we're gonna go 1 at a time. You got her. So all the kids are back now. All 5 of them. Yeah. Inhale to exhale. Jonathan rolled in. Well, he came to the bus stop a little bit after 10 last night, so his brother was so excited. The one person that Bonner shows like pure love for is his Bigums. Oh my God, he loves that boy. And Jonathan loves him back. He's a nice big brother. So I'm sure he's going to be clung to him all day. Lateral lunges, right? Those are the ones that we're holding in the center and then shifting from side to side. Maybe some 20s. What's that? Lateral lunges. Yeah, so just the 45 degrees with the toes, dumbbells here. They're in the center, so they sometimes have a tendency to pull you forward. Try and do a sit down. And just make sure that you're wide enough that you can do a nice full extension. Back and forth. You got her. Okay, so we have a plan. We're going to finish off Thursday, 10 o'clock workout. Friday, we're going to hit at 6. We will post this, though. Apologies, I was not on the laptop, so I didn't do the shorts for the workout schedule. but we're gonna be doing all overs. Just with, now all over doesn't have to mean like every muscle group. It's always like a barrage of muscle groups, so we'll bring in all that other stuff with some core on Thursday. Okay, single leg tip overs. Oh, sorry, overhead press, I'm lying. What do we want to do on this one? Let's try some 15s. See how that goes. The clients are so committed. We had a client today at 8:30 here. And then another one coming in from out of town, just to make sure that workout comes in. Yeah, I know, they're so good. That's when they remind me where it's like, you know what? They're getting up and going. We're getting up and going. You're getting up and going. I wonder if Trish is there today. Trish gave us a big hand on the weekend. Inhale to exhale, packing up. I think the kitchen is the hardest part to pack. There are so many bits and pieces in that. Plus food through. Right, so this is the overhead press. Next, it's the tip over. Okay, so again, if you want to try a little bit heavier, nose down, and at the knees. Okay, what do we want to do here? I'm gonna try, you want 35?
I think I'm gonna go with 30.
Okay, I'm gonna try this and see how it goes. So again, the right hand has the dumbbell, so the right foot is on the floor, left arm on the wall, and then stretch them all. This was like when Cheryl and I were friends up and through, and I used to have to do my workouts in the morning, remember?
Oh yeah.
I would like text you and then do a set. Oh my God, the tip overs. The wide tip overs, the narrow tip overs. I would be standing in my kitchen. I bring the dumbbells up just in case one woke up. And through. Yeah, I used to do my little home workouts before I headed in. I was doing 2 jobs at that point. That's why I wasn't at the gym as much. So like you guys, I had to squeak in my workouts when I could. Up and through, right on. So this is a kickback. Okay, I'll try some 8s. So I'm gonna watch the low back, make sure the chest is popped up. Ooh, here we go. Elbows are gonna come up tall, and then full extension. No, I can't do 8s. I can feel it in my traps. My goodness, I'm so stuck with these kickbacks still. So up and through. Here we go. So the chiro is going to be like, so what do we need to work on today? And we'll just do like a full circle.
I'm pretty sure I popped a rib in my upper left.
What were you girls up to? You know us. That's what I said to the kids at the supper table last night, okay? I just looked at them and said, just remember what your mothers did. Literally in 2 days, the mothers moved a whole fucking house and made sure that the house was ready for Christmas. Yeah. I think, you know what it is? I think that the kids see us and they really just understand. Left foot stays on the ground. Left hand has a dumbbell. The kids have no worry about us. They literally understand that the mothers will get it all done.
Yeah.
They do. So like it doesn't even faze them for us to be moving king size beds, couches with beds in them, which are fucking heavy, thank you by the way, freezers, spin bikes. It doesn't even faze them. They don't even think it's weird. They would think it was weird if we hired a moving company. Yeah. Then they would be like, what's going on? Why are other people moving the stuff? I think that's hilarious.
And then one of them even said that
Bicep curls.
you guys can do a move like this because you can handle the extra stress.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
It's just neat to see kind of, these are bicep curls, where the kids radar us. Like we're the mothers. When you put 2 mothers together, watch the fuck out. I'm sure the neighbors were like,
Move the house, make a snack, put on music, everything else smells nice. Candles.
we didn't have a mop here this morning, so I found 2 rags and I did lateral lunges, side to side, doing this, cleaning the floor. And I was like, oh my God, I'm warming up right now. Alternating lunges. What do I want to do? Hold these caters. I think I want to step backwards. Okay. Yeah, alternating. So if you want to step backwards, it's a little bit nicer. Or I find it a little bit easier to step back and then bring it forward versus coming forward. I'm just saying, this is where
A
I
little
am
bit
today.
easier on the knees, for sure.
Yeah,
If you have
Yeah.
knee problems, this is the way.
it is way better because you're not having to push back off that knee joint.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cheryl, you didn't snack enough because your abs are even more poppy today. I got into Trisha's bread several times.
This morning?
Not this morning. I had a banana this morning. Up and through. I had to drive to this place. That's why. Last time training here. Okay, these are the behind the heads. Last time I did 5s. I was not happy with those. I'm gonna try some 12s, 1 in each hand. You can do 1 dumbbell too on this if you want. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, or stagger step. And we're gonna full extension up. My heart rate's up from those lunges. Inhale to exhale. So we've decided that this was our last move, right?
Yeah, forever.
Yeah, so we're just gonna pass away in the house. Yeah, that's it. I'm not even packing a suitcase to go in an old age home. No!
Kids can do that.
Eh?
If we need something packed, the kids can do that.
No.
We've done enough.
I'm just gonna die there. There are many stairwells. Up and through. This is nice. So now it's starting to warm up. So here's the row. Here's the tip over, the RDL, the stiff-legged deadlift. What do you want to call it? I think 22.5. It's the rows. I wish I could do more. That's why we put the single leg tip overs in. Because with this, that's the one that's limiting. It's certainly not this. Pushing up through the heel, leading with the head. Okay? So we're gonna row, stand straight up, protect the spine, tip. Oh, I did a row on the upside. I did an extra row. Oh, I didn't need to do that. Up and through, palms face forward, hips shoot back. Oh, right there. Say bow. Hold it. Oh yeah. And also, it was pretty much the coldest weekend that we've had. Yeah. Pretty much. Oh, but actually it was not bad. Because you know when you're in and you're still fully dressed lifting stuff, you get like super hot.
It's just like the face burn and the lip burn and the hands are like
Yeah, I found today. Did you find this morning from extra moisturizing though that things were a little bit better on the face?
yeah, just
Alternating camera curls.
burning.
Yeah, we were red. Yeah. Good old outdoors. Anyways, we did it. We would not have been able to do it if we did not train strength for the past year. This move felt easier than the other ones.
Even though it was a lot harder.
Well, there was more volume too, right? Through.
Yeah, we are like 10 months older.
Yeah, we are 10 months older. We are. So there's been some disintegration. Except we are stronger though. Because those beds,
They still were not fun.
they were not fun.
No.
Lateral lunges. I think I'll keep these. Yeah, the beds weren't super fun. It's just, you know those big, thick memory foam beds? So we have a couple of those. And the one we bought Jonathan is very dense. And is that thing ever heavy? It is not like a box spring pillow
Well, it
mattress.
doesn't even fit though. You gotta jam
Yeah.
and bend it and squish it.
Yeah, because there's not a lot of give in it. So we call it the pig whenever we have to move it.
We're never moving.
No.
We said if he wants it, he's got to bring some buddies and get it.
maybe that's
the
it.
mattress I'll pass on.
I'll pass on the pig.
We have our own.
I know, but just insult that mattress. And carrying that fucking thing around.
You have?
Yeah. Me and the goldfish. We gotta bring those fish over soon too.
When it gets warm.
Okay, that was nice. The lateral lunges are they're like a gimme. Overhead presses. Oh, what are you guys doing at home?
Let me try 17.5.
Uno. Dos. I gotta bring these dumbbells over today too at some point. The client's coming tomorrow at noon for the circuit. Okay, so just make sure that your shoulders are in the proper spot before you start lifting and lowering. So if you hear a clack or a grind, I want you to reset your back muscles and just travel slow and steady. Inhale to exhale. We're already on round 3. This is not bad, eh? This is a nice circuit.
Yeah.
It's not too crazy. It's
I'm
enough.
just feeling done.
I know.
Yeah, like
I know you're tired today.
Yeah.
But you don't have to spin tonight either.
I know.
You can rest. Spin is over at the other place today. Overhead to squeezy. Overhead to squeezy. Single leg tip overs. Again, doing the right hand first. Okay, I am starting to lock myself in here. 1, 2. All right, so right hand has a dumbbell. Right foot stays on the floor. So shoulders are back. Remember, secure the shoulder in the socket. Tip, push your heel, and stand tall and through. So 2024, we had made some goals. We weren't sure if we were going to hit them. And for some reason, they got hit.
Yeah.
I don't
Right
think
at the last.
right.
But I think
Everything's been right at the last one.
But I think the big thing, the big takeaway for us is that you can, through our life, when like at least together, when we wanted something and it wasn't right, we got a big 2x4 upside the head saying, "Oh, that's not it."
Like it would stop us.
And then other times like this one, it's just like
Kickbacks.
everything kept coming towards us, but it wasn't like a gift, but it wasn't
No, you had to
a
work for
freebie.
it.
Like we had to work our
Yeah.
butts off every step of the way. Like it was
But
just,
the path was being cleared.
it was being cleared, but you got to do the work.
Yeah.
And that's the big thing is that
Nothing is granted in life. And that's like a gift we can tell our children too. Like nothing is granted. But like I told Bonner the other day, I'm like, listen, man, if you work hard, you're setting yourself up for success. And success doesn't mean an easy life, but it's setting the stage for when you fail, because you will, and it'll be multiple times, that you're the person that just keeps pushing through. You're the person that doesn't quit. You don't give up, you refocus, pull your fucking pants up, and you keep trudging along. And I think that's going to breed success in our kids. Pull it up. Left hand has a dumbbell, left foot stays on the floor. Bending at the knees. Round 3s. So shoulder goes back, chest is up. Again, try and keep those hips level. Try and keep your right leg as straight as you can. See if I got some more room here. I'm not going to fit here. I'm going to go over here, guys. Move this dumbbell over here. There we go. Safety first. So round 3, coming to an end. All right, so forward fold, chin under chest, lead up with the head. What did I kick over? The nectar of the god is billowing over the floor right now. There we go. But that is okay. I will mop it up after. Perfect. Okie dokes. I'm gonna put this over here. Alrighty. Bicep curls. What are we doing here? Let's try some 25s. You can always move it into an alternating curl. Again, it's always about those long warm-ups with me. So we curl, and then we lower with control, making sure our chest stays up and open. So again, it's a lot of contraction in between your scaps, your shoulder blades, keeping you up nice and tall. Inhale to exhale to up and through. So really sitting in this back heel. You guys are doing shoulder width.
like Cheryl is, same thing. Sit in those back heels. Make sure you're not taking it in the toes. Lunges are up next. Try with these 25s. 10 seconds. Right on. So I'm thinking round 4 is when I'm going to feel like my banana is out of my body. Okay, give me a sec here, kids. You guys need to set up. Put some of this stuff out of the way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So again, I'm going to step front forward into the lunge instead of pushing back out of it. Cheryl's going backwards. So shoulders are up as well as chest. Push through that heel. I'm using a C grip right now. Do you have your thumb wrapped around? Not even, eh? No. Just working with my fingers. The one thing that failed first on me was my grip. Like, thank God we hold weights to do stuff. You guys should be mindful of that. You should do a little test every once in a while. Just see how that grip strength is. If you're trying to like pincer stuff, right? It's gonna be
Like it was on King Mattress.
yeah, it's frozen. Those are the real tangible things though, because that's the stuff that starts to go right as we get a little bit older. So it's so important to be training grip strength behind the heads. Okay, I'll try 15s. I know, you know what? The why was very apparent this weekend. The why of why do we do this? Inhale to exhale. And I mean, if we did have to move again, we could. It's just not in the plan. It was always in the plan here to move again, right? Inhale to exhale. It was a kind of a good transition point. The families were officially blended when we came here. So it gave us a little bit of time to assimilate. So again, the chin's up the chest. You can adjust the elbow width. Drop that down. Let's do it. Last round. And then we get to have a shake. And I will clean up that coffee as well. I think I'm going to try 25s again. So bending at the knees. I know, I'm talking to myself too, kids, just to make sure I'm staying on track. So we tip at the hips. We're going to row. Stand tall. And then come to a stiff-legged deadlift. So make sure you go all the way up for a full hip extension between each move. That's going to protect your low back. Don't hyperextend though, right? Just stand up. Shooting the hips back as we move into that row. Right, same thing with the tip over. Shoot those hips back. Get that nice hamstring stretch. Big pull. I do like this combination of these two moves. I think they complement each other well. That's a nice stretch. There we go. Okie doke. Alternating hammer curls. And okay, we'll try some 20s. Right there. Okay, dogs. Excuse me. So one at a time, standing straight up. Shoulders are back, elbows are tight. And just one at a time. So you really focus on lifting and lowering, and again, stabilizing from the head to the heels. So making our way through the last round. 2 exercises in the hopper. 8 more to go. Right, we're well over the bulk of this workout. So you guys do feel like you have a little bit more energy. Now's the time maybe to move a little quicker if that's your style, or lift a little heavier. I'm keeping it slow and low today. Bending at the knees. Yeah, maybe I'll grab the 25s for those. It's been a long time since I've had Ken with this. Up and down. Here we go. Okay, so the feet are wide, out at 45. You want to make sure that your knees stay over your ankles as you shift down, and that you're able to do a full extension. So again, riding more so on the outer part of the shoe, and just kind of coming down to whatever range of motion that you have, and you're just shifting.
20 seconds in, 20 seconds to go. I can really feel this in my hamstring and glutes. So remember, check us out in January. We have not launched anything.
And we won't for a bit.
So sorry.
It's gonna be surprised.
Yeah, we need to get through like Wednesday and Thursday and then the weekend up and through. Although I may have time when I'm in Timmins because both the boys are going to see their friends. So overhead press. I think 15s were plenty. Yeah. 1 and 2. It's just enough. Listen, we're gonna get rested and come back with a vengeance in January. Right on. So inhale to exhale, finding that little contraction in your middle shoulder at the top, and then leaving that small gap in between the dumbbells. And if you are a quarter turn in, you can do that. If you even want to peek out a V, you're gonna get a little bit of a front delt in there as well, instead of just doing middle delt with the palms face front forward. So about 10 seconds left to go. Almost there. Boom. Up and through for 5, 3, and let's stop. Single leg tip overs. 1 and 2. Okay. So, right hand is going to grab that dumbbell right here. And roll that. So the right foot stays on the ground. These out of the way. Left foot's going to elevate, and the right hand has the dumbbell. So forward fold, hips try and keep them level. Try not to open that left hip up, and then just drive out through that right heel. You can definitely feel my arm trying to pull front forward, so I'm going to keep rolling it back. As I stand up, I'll kind of recalibrate that shoulder, lock in that rear delt with back, and then keep that pressure of the heel leading up with the head. 10 seconds. These are all exercises I really love. So this workout is really feeling like it's going by quick. So hopefully you like these forward folds. I mean, I guess we could have done squats and sumos, but we chose not to. We're going to do some kickbacks. I'm going to stay with the 5s on this one. So again, hoping your backs are hanging in there. A lot of the time too, because we're getting into the holiday season, so I know I'm eating a lot more chocolate, tip of the hips. Right, you might start to feel the inflammation too of the foods, and that could affect your workouts too. So just be mindful of that. Inhale to exhale. So the shoulders are down from the ears. You're gonna have to use those traps, right? Kind of stabilizing up there. And then I want you to be aware of your arms right now. I can feel my left arm's not getting the same workout. And that's because I'm not extending it as much as I should. So I'm going to focus on that, trying to match up the burn in both. We're almost there. We're going to tuck our tailbone, roll our spines, and then we're going to move on to the left. Okay, so I'm going to booty shot you guys. So left hand has the dumbbell, left foot stays on the ground. We're going to roll those shoulders back. The right leg is going to elevate and make sure it stays level with the left hip. We're going to dip it, and again, drive it. I just love the feeling of this. Man, I can just feel it into the glute, into the hamstring. I have to be careful, lower back, right? You guys too. So exhale, inhale up, or you can hold your breath when you forward fold, and then drive straight up like a string on top of your head, pulling you up nice and tall to finish the move. Right, because that takes the pressure out of the back. So you want to stand up straight, take some pressure out of the back. And again, ranges of motion. We talked about that too. Up and through. Because we really had to use the squat motion a lot, right, this weekend. So it's about like, oh man, are we lucky that we can get all the way down in a squat? Bicep curls are next. Okay, I'll stick with the 25. 40 seconds out of our lives on this, right? If it gets to be too heavy or your farm starts to crap out. I was doing the workout and then my farm crapped out. What does that mean? It means if your form starts to break too much, that you guys can move into a one-sided, which does not feel any sort of an easiness. Right? I'm just gonna muddle along here with both at the same time. You can feel that the traps are tired because man, those arms want to get pulled down into the floor. Nice. Okay, bend at the knees. Alternating lunges. Oh, I'm gonna keep these actually. Okay. It's the last one for legs. It's the last one. Okay, so shoulders are up. Whew. I'm gonna step back behind. It feels like a long break because we're holding the weights. You guys ready? Up and through, and then pull up. Oh my God. It sounds like pop rocks. Inhale to exhale. Okay. So this workout, I'm not feeling the hunger that I was last week. Must be Trisha's bread. I'm full of the carbs. Up and through. So you have a little over 10 seconds left. We have a behind the head tricep extension to finish. All right, so I'm just gonna keep swimming. We're almost there. Right to there. Okay, let's put those bad boys down. 1 and 2. Oh, the grip. Okay, behind the head tricep extension, you use 1 dumbbell. You can use 2. Whew, moving that weight gets the heart rate up. Okie dokes. So we're gonna press them up and behind and finish off this bad boy. The body is feeling those lunges. I can feel it vibrating from those bigger moves. Inhale to exhale. So honestly, the results are in. 45 minutes is where it's at. 3 days a week. Yeah, and I think, in all honesty, people, for the most part, we're all different. I'm just going to generalize talk right now, so don't get irritated if you don't agree. Well, you can get irritated. Who am I to say not to get irritated? You can get irritated. It's not my intention to irritate you, is what I should say. I think people were finding the 5-day a week a little bit overwhelming. I started to. We're going to stretch a little bit. I'm just going to pause that. So we can reach behind. Oh, chest up, arms down. I think I understand. Like, it's a big commitment, especially with all the other commitments that you're rolling around with in life. Wherever you are in life. I mean, you don't have to be in somebody else's shoes to have a busy life by any means, right? Everybody's doing their own thing. Can you guys drop your left ear to your left shoulder?
I think people are even loving the all body.
Yes.
It's a full.
Look up with your eyes only. Just get a little stretch there. Come back to front forward. Put your head back in the center. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Ooh, that has a knot in it.
Yeah.
No, I felt mine last night when I was rubbing my neck. I'm like, oop. Maybe she should put a needle in there. So you keep your head where you are, but then you look up with your eyes. And that's going to just shift you just a little bit.
Maybe pull your left arm down.
Yeah, that'll give a little bit deeper.
Your left shoulder away out.
Yeah.
It's a better stretch.
And then that's the best way, right? Because you're controlling it. To be really leery who's touching your head, neck, and shoulders. Gaze front forward. Come back behind. So we're just going to take our hands and just pull our chin into our chest just a little bit. Right? Just to get a stretch. And you can walk your hands front forward. Just give a little push back. Look up. Just feel all of the muscles in there. You can help your head back to front forward if you like. Let's just go up with the right and then just give her a tug back in here. So what was happening is people were having a hard time keeping up with 5 days. But then because it was 30 minutes, then they would put 2 workouts together. They would fast forward through our gibberish and just kind of hammer, which ends up being a 45-ish minute workout. But it's disjointed. Yeah. And it may not be complementary depending on where, other side. Left arm, bend it back. So say you're doing a Friday workout because you've done them all and then you miss next Monday. Some people would join a Friday and a Monday and because they were different weeks. I tried to space out the muscle groups as much as I could, but it doesn't necessarily it's not complementary because it's coming from a week 1 to a week 2 or something. Pull it back behind. If you're able to, with a wall, you can grab your foot, push your hip out. You can always lock it onto your chair too and just drive your hip out. So I think January 100% is 45 minutes. Yeah, I think 3 days a week is plenty, because then that really takes us into, I think, okay, what I'm going to say is I think we're doing enough strength training for what we're training for. Because yes, you're training for a job. Most of us are training for life. To be able to do those moves, right? Like, or to play with the grandkids.
But
That's a
if I
huge
wanted more, I just go do something in the off days. But I also
Yeah.
realize at our age,
When you need to
rest
recover.
is equally as important,
Yeah.
if not more.
Honestly, that's why I like that.
That's
whole-
what I'm feeling today is
Yeah, you need to
I
rest
just
today.
don't have the rest.
Yeah.
She's tired today. So it's, and just all the old injuries start to flare up again.
And again, that's because that's
Sleep.
where we are. But I think a lot of people on the platform are in the same space as us, and that's why it works. Like we're not doing all the other things that some people are doing because we're not there.
No, and that's great. If people aren't, then that's awesome. But it's also good to know if people are like, but I'm sore and this hurts. Yeah, so are we.
Yeah.
And that's also good to just admit that.
Yeah. And how we can just kind of
Today
work around
doesn't
stuff.
feel awesome, but yeah, I had to do this.
We really still did, honestly. Even though we were a little bit tired, we're not ill. This
No.
is gonna. I feel more awake now.
Lifted
I'm
lighter
really-
and
I'm ready to kick Troy's ass, even more now. But first, I'll kiss you. Good job, buddy.
you too.
We will see you after Christmas. Eat the
Yeah,
chocolates.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, have all the things.
Yeah.
Just go for it. It's just an open season at our house. Cheryl's just adjusting to.
I'm gonna add the
chocolates.
carrot sticks
Yeah.
and the celery and
She's the other
the
seed.
balance.
Yeah, I'm all about sugar. So enjoy. We will see you guys later. Have a great holiday season, and we will both see you on Thursday at 10. We will get around to posting it. Sorry, we slacked.
Yeah.
We literally did slack.
No, we didn't.
We did. We did. It's okay. I can admit it.